Okay, so we're going to start. It is almost 5 p.m. on the West Coast. My name is Sergey Savastyuk. I have a PhD in applied mathematics and artificial intelligence. Used to teach at Santa Clara University, and now I'm running this company called Tickeron. Okay, so where you're going to be able to get this type of video, I think this is our channel. You are welcome to subscribe. You see we have hundreds of people here subscribing and looking at the videos. We're constantly releasing new videos and manuals. You will see here some of the videos from my webcast, from our manuals. There's quite a lot of information. You're going to be able to get access either directly on YouTube, or you're going to be able to access it right here in Academy. And then you see videos, and there is a tons of videos about our system. You see, then you can click, for instance, webcasts. So now you see all the webcasts. Or if you want to see videos about crypto, all videos about crypto. If you want to see only tutorials, you're going to see only tutorials, okay? So there's a tons of stuff, and then you are welcome to use it actually for free, okay? So another really good source of information is our mobile app. We already have thousands of people downloaded this mobile app, both actually now for Android system and the iOS. And then what other channels do we have? We have stock. This is Twitter. And as you can see, we're publishing here like literally millions of tweets. Okay. Yes, hello. Okay, somebody said hello. Okay, good. Don't hesitate to ask questions, guys. Okay, so you see, we have quite a lot of interesting stuff. Pretty much, if you have a Twitter, you can subscribe to a channel, let's say for the particular stock. And you see, we're giving away tons of information about these signals we get. And then you see, was a signal to buy, and there was some money. Okay, earnings, pattern recognition, all kinds of stuff. You see, there was a buy signal and there was a buy. This is a sell signal, it's a sell. So quite a lot of good stuff. But if you want to learn more, for instance, about a particular stock, you click here, or stock or ETF, right? Then you're gonna see it here. Okay, so we're talking today about ETFs. So I'm right now plugging in, let's say, SPY, okay? SPY is a well-known ETF, okay? I will tell you what is the ETF is. So what ETF is, right on the example, okay? It is a collection of stocks. You see, we have SPY holdings right on the right side, and then you can see pretty much how these stocks, holdings of SPY, being traded, okay? So it is quite interesting. Right here, you're going to be able to see what's going on with a particular stock right here on our website, okay? So now going back to the definitions, okay? So definitions, and yeah, I skipped that, what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to tell you about the basics of ETFs, what are the holdings. I already started talking about the watch list, what kind of free trade signals you can get, how to set up notifications. I will show you how to use screener and AI robots for ETFs, okay? So now, you see, I jumped immediately in the system. In the system, sometimes it's easier to describe, but the basic of ETFs is that it is it's actually like a stock which consists of other stocks, okay? So they are holdings. So let's say SPY, it is publicly traded ETFs, okay? exchange traded fund, which consists of stocks. What happens, it is electronically traded funds also, that's the way you can also remember. What happens, there's a computer, right? And the computer has a particular percentages allocated for each stock. And the role of the computer is that to keep them approximately to the same type of percentages, okay? So, for instance, you see, let's look at this ETF. SPY, actually today, SPY, it is a reflection of S&P 500, lost about half of a percentage point and lost about $2 out of the 435. At the same time, you see, with this page, looking at just holdings, you see actually Kroger gain 11%, right? Best Buy gain 8%, Dollar Tree gain. What does it tell you? Well, it tells you that when you have ETFs, then they reflect in the market, but in fact, some of the stocks are going to go up, some of the stocks are actually going down. So if you continue to open that, you're going to open 500 stocks and they're going to see how they perform, right? So when you see these type of things inside, you kind of get a sense pretty much immediately what is really going on in the market. Let's say, let's take another ETF, also well-known, SMH. It is the semiconductor ETF, right? So we see it lost about 2%, $5 out of 262. You see I'm on the left. And now it's a holdings of SMH. And now you can see that there's only taxes instrument gain a little bit, but some of other stocks, you see Intel, Applied Materials, and some others, they actually lost quite a lot. And you know how much, you see this is a Marvel Technology lost, okay? So let's take another example, and now we'll kind of get used to that. So type it here, QQQ, okay? This is a ETF, which actually shows us NASDAQ stocks, okay? And the same way, you see here the performance of ETFs, right? And then here you see the performance of the holdings, okay? So the holdings are important elements because I can tell you how I used to trade this type of information. I kind of knew quite a lot about semiconductors. So what I did, I'll show you how I trade this type of things, okay? So for instance, you see this dropped about 2%, but then taxes instrument has actually gained half of a percentage point. So that means from the group perspective, what happens, it is most likely taxes instrument is going to continue to lose tomorrow, okay? So it's a kind of funny, but I explained that in the following way. So let me get you a picture, okay? So what I'm showing, it's we have a concept of a trend group analysis, okay? You have ships, and they kind of have a tendency to be in a group. The same thing, stocks inside of ETFs, they are quite often packaged specifically, and then you can trade either ETF one, or you can really look what's going on, okay, inside. So what I did was, let's say ETF drops, I look inside, I see that one ship, right, like taxes instrument, kind of outside of the direction of the this crowd, and then I would short that taxes instrument, okay? So how I would do that in our system to test my approach and my theory, I click here, you see, that I get kind of a little bit more information. I see here a channel, right? And I'm thinking, okay, it's supposed to really catch up with the these other stocks. So I'm gonna go and open another page with the taxes instrument. I will look at that. Okay, you see it says sell, but it gained actually. Then you see it gained. What I'm gonna do the paper trade. You see it's here, paper trade. I click here and I taxes instrument and I sell short market price, and then it's going to go to record on my paper trades my idea, and then it's going to be recorded and then tested. Okay, so what I always promote on our side is the ability to, you see, now it is recorded. How is that recorded? It's recorded to be executed at the opening bell. So what we have in our paper trade type of a functionality, and you can always get your paper trades right here. You see, it's a paper trades. You're going to be able to make all kinds of paper trades from all kinds of ideas for stocks, ETFs, crypto, whatever, Forex, and then test whether or not our system works or you're smarter than any other system. Okay, so and that's the benefit of this platform where you can test without really losing any money. You can test pretty much any idea, technology, and whatever you have. Okay, it's going to be like your track record. Okay, let's go back to the ETFs. Okay, so you see, from that perspective, I can quickly find out a little bit more, and then I can actually also look. Okay, Skyworks, right? Now it's also candidate to make it short because most likely the market is going to go down tomorrow. But regardless, if the market is going to go up, then taxes instrument is very unlikely going to go up because it's really already outside of the pack, and then most likely going to stay. Or if it's going to continue down, then it's most likely going to be able to make like tomorrow a couple of percentage points. Okay, so that's the benefit of knowing what is inside of the particular ETF. Okay. So now let's look what else I wanted to tell you. Okay, so and this definition from Investopedia, and they comparing ETF to the mutual funds. And then I traded both ETFs and mutual funds over stocks and crypto, right? I can tell you ETFs and mutual funds, they're somewhat the same. But what is the difference? The difference is that here, pretty much everything is done with algorithms, okay? And here are people making big trades, okay? Okay, so yeah, I will tell you, it's a good question. Somebody's asking me what you do with end of day data or intraday. I will show you both, okay, today, because we have a data for end of day and for intraday data, okay? Let me get to basics and then we'll actually get to some interesting actions. Okay, so I understand maybe some of you know enough, and I can quickly go through that. I'm going to be done. Okay, so both ETFs and mutual funds have holdings, but here everything done pretty much electronically. Here, real people making real trades, and that way the expense ratio, meaning how much you pay for investing into mutual funds, typically much higher. ETFs much cheaper. Okay, that's the main difference. And then there is all kinds of ETFs constructed as if portfolio. Okay, and then what it is done, it is pretty much everything is done electronically. You can trade it intraday versus mutual funds. So mutual funds you trade only end of day. ETFs you can trade intraday and end of day. Okay, we have algorithm for both, but ETFs is for both. You can trade, and that's what gives you liquidity. For instance, you don't like how you made your idea, the idea was wrong, you want to get out, you get out the same second, right? With mutual fund, when you place the trade, then it's going to be executed with the price of end of day. Okay, so that's the big difference. If that question was related to that, then that's the answer. ETFs you trade immediately, the mutual fund you trade end of day, and then you actually, different brokerages have different rules, and typically, like if you don't place the order before 11 a.m., then you actually execute the trade even next day, okay? Yes, our buy and sell signals are both intraday and end of day. I will show you the difference, okay? So now let's look at this one, okay? So you see, we have this recommendation hold some of the, let's say, what taxes instrument that is sell, okay? So this recommendation, buy, sell recommendations, buy, sell ratings, they are end of day. They are kind of a mid-range type of recommendations, okay? So from that perspective, this is our really cheapest program to get access to this mid-term type of recommendations. You get like almost for like $39 per year, okay? So this one is end of day. But we do have trading of ETFs intraday, okay? But for that, there are some special tools. Let's say we're gonna take, you see, AI real-time patterns. This is intraday type of activity, and I will show you that here, okay? So you see, what we do, we discover patterns in all kinds of securities, stocks, ETFs, crypto, forex. And in order to customize that only for ETFs, you do the following. You go to customize, you go here, you see ETF 0. So that means my engine is not looking for any pattern search for ETFs. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say, okay, save. So that means it's going to be pretty much nothing there. Then, oh, I have still 130. Okay, I think it's most likely here. You see, I'm not gonna delete those. Let me kind of keep them. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set up for ETFs. So I'm gonna select all. But if I want to find patterns, for instance, only in precious, like bear market, there are different types of let's say commodities, but I will select all, okay? Now save. You see, I have, at this particular moment, I have about 200 ETFs where our system is going to be looking for patterns intraday, okay? So intraday. So here I have only 4 patterns time. Let's look at what I have. Okay, so you see what I have is this type of a triangular type of a patterns. But what if I want to do and add, let's say, this type of, find me all channels, okay? Here, okay? So then it's going to add all channels. We're going to be looking for all kinds of patterns related to the ETFs, okay? So push notifications are on, pattern type, ETFs, and then this type of features. Features, it's a kind of 5 minutes, 15 minutes time frames. This is the size of a candle, okay? If you know what a candle is. Then the current confidence, I made it small just to show, okay, save. So now, you see, I now have patterns for ETFs. You see, this found for me triangular, all kinds of patterns. You see this one, emerging markets. I'm finding all kinds of interesting patterns. If it is green color, then that means it is a kind of positive direction. If it is red, then it's negative. But let's make sure that it is both, okay? Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, no. I think pattern types. Okay, let me check it. I think it's here. Yeah. Okay. So, no, you see, I selected only long opportunities. So let's say select all. I want to select all bearish opportunities. I will save. And now, you see, now I have a lot of patterns found being bearish, okay? So you see, now I have a mix. let's say in this market, kind of very weird market, I can even not focus on a positive type of positions, okay? Here's the negative positions. So this is a example of how we find the patterns for trading intraday, okay? So what do we show here? We show confidence level, 34%. We show you exact price, when to enter and when to exit. And we show you the potential target price, okay? So how it works? Let's see, this is an example of a pattern. You've seen all kinds of rectangular type of patterns. So what we predict, the breakout point, we calculate that one is easier, but we give you exact price, and then we show you exact target price, how to exit, and that distance to target is actually the profit you can take, okay? So this is a description of a pattern, of any pattern. If you like looking at this feed, then if you forgot about the pattern, then immediately you can read what's going on here, okay? So this is an example of intraday, okay? Let me show you the home page, okay? That's where we should have started, but I kind of like to jump. This is a home page. That's your list, which you can see as soon as you get to the registration, and then you go to log in, you see that list. You see, what we do, we put the groups of stocks, okay? And then you see I still doing well on Alcala, AMD. So this is our buy sell daily recommendations. They are kind of a mid-range. You see, this is ETFs. And then if I want to add, let's add kind of my favorite actually, SMH. Okay, add. Okay, and now we see that in the group of the ETFs, I have a SMH, right? It is a semiconductor ETF. Which I used to play quite a lot because I know a little bit more about the semiconductors than anything else, okay? And in general, you guys have to trade what you understand, and that's the reason I can understand semiconductors, because I used to work in this industry. Okay, so this is a general watch list. How do you put the some position in this list from pretty much quite a lot of points on our system? You can accumulate your major watch list, okay? So why? Because let's go to pretty much anything. So let's go to AMD, okay? Advanced micro devices. I think my system shows some slowdown in the internet. I hope you hear me. So let me see, SMH. Oh yeah, I have experiencing internet problems. Hope you hear me, guys. If you hear me, please say hi or something. Today was a really bad day for the internet where I am right now. Okay. You can, yeah, I can hear now. Okay, yeah, I can hear. Great, thank you. But I'm experiencing some problems with my internet. It's not your problem. It's not the problem of the system. It's my internet. Let's try it again. Some H. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. what we can do with this, hopefully you hear me. What we can do, I will just gonna be showing you. I did show you this. So let me then try to see what works, what doesn't. Okay. Okay. So you see, I wanted to show you it, and it doesn't show me. Let me reload that. So, oh, okay. It's way back. Okay. What I wanted to tell you that if I go to a particular page, we call it ticker page. You see, it's Advanced Micro Devices (AMD), and I can here set up signals. Okay, this is the signals. This is a very convenient page, and that's the same plan. You can get the notifications on this mid-range type of recommendations if you click or unclick. So for instance, if I want to see there is a buy signal shows up, then you're going to get email or notification. If I want to get sell, so you pretty much can put like, let's say, signal for the technical analysis, and you kind of understand how the moving average works, or the patterns, or RSI, or anything. You see I have everything clicked, and that means my signals for AMD are set up, right? So that way, what you really have is that bell is yellow. Okay, so that bell is actually the same thing you can set up pretty much anywhere in our system, and it's going to get you to this list. Okay, so that's what's going on with this. You see, for instance, Apple doesn't have anything. So from that perspective, it is not yellow. It means it's not set up. Okay, but it was added here without notification. So that means I can have it in my list with notifications or without notifications. Okay, so that's the convenience of that list. Plus, you can trade, paper trade directly from that list and make a record that, okay, Alkali you want to buy, and you see it's here. What we're working on is to connect this type of functions to your brokerage accounts. So that means it's going to be not a paper trade only, but the real trade. And then you're going to be able to trade directly from our system to your brokerage account. So we're working on that, and hopefully we're going to release it soon. The estimates that hopefully is going to be within a month. And plus minus, we're testing that. It kind of looks good, but we're in a testing mode. So that means when you're going to click here, trade, you're going to see not only paper trade, but the real trade opportunities. Okay. So this buy, wherever you have it, it is a mid-range. You see here, Banker Bradesco is a sell. And here you see hold, and only one buy. And then crypto is also have some recommendations. So what else do we have here? Obviously, a price on that side. It's a price as of today. Okay, price, and a lot of kind of basic analysis here. You see it's a 50-day price range. It's on the top, so that means a 50-day high. 50-week high, it's 50-week. So it's a mid-range. So we're already showing you, calculating for you where the price is approximately in this range, okay? Then, if you compare our watch list, any watch list, with the other watch list, then you see that was, Alcala was entered on November 10th, 2021. So that means we made the record when I put this position into my watch list. So I know the gain since it was placed to that watch list, okay? We don't have a sell text, but if you set up your mobile app, if you download mobile app, then you're going to be receiving notification on the mobile app. We don't have a SMS, but we have a mobile app. And the mobile app, you get absolutely the same. So you're going to get the same screens, the same thing. And then actually what I like about this type of a screen, you see, for instance, I know the price of Alcala, okay? And that's a 52-week high, and it's going to retreat. Let's say I still believe in the materials in the near future with this war, the materials are going to go up, right? So it's going to retreat a little bit. What I can do with this is say, okay, now it is 52. Let's say I want to buy at 80, right? So if I put here 80, so that means I'm going to get a notification when it's going to cross 80 from any direction, plus and minus. So if you want to buy at 85, we're going to let you know about 85. We have a couple of positions to inform you. You can keep changing that, and as soon as it crosses that particular line, particular target, then you're going to get a notification. Okay, so it's very convenient. Then what else? For instance, you like moving averages. You're going to get notification that it's going to be moving average. You see, every ticker you can set up differently. Okay, so you see this one, I want to have only buy and sell. I don't want a strong buy and strong sell, right? And I want moving average and RSI. Okay, I save, now I have it. Okay, and now you're going to get this. All notifications are grouped right here. Okay, you see all notifications about the robots, whatever, buy, sell, all of them right here. Okay, this is all. Then this is alerts. This is all type of notification. You can get them. Plus, you can also make all the settings right here. Okay, either email or push notifications, and then you can manage them right here on this one page, and you can filter them from one page. Before we had like different pages, but now from one page you can manage pretty much everything. Okay. Okay, so what else? Okay, I had a question, but I again want to stress out this type of a column, which you are not going to get I've not seen that conveniently set up. From the moment you place it, you know the date when you put to your main watch list, okay? So for instance, I know I put it on November 10th, this one June, this one February, this one June 8th, and things like that, May 17. You see, this was my bets at that time, and I know how well I performed, okay? So here is the basic data, daily volume, market capitalization, trade, and this is a really cute thing. Pretty much everyone has it, but this is all kinds of important articles we selected for you which you can look and then quickly get additional information on top of ours. Okay, the same thing for ETFs. You see, this one is set up SPY. This one is not set up. Okay, you can click. You want to get cross or some technical analysis or some reports. Okay, so for instance, you want to get a particular report on earnings. Let's say Apple. Okay, what I want to do, you see earnings report. Okay, as soon as you get earnings report, click here, save, boom, you're gonna get it. Okay, so very convenient column. This one convenient, this one convenient, this one is easy to understand. Okay, the same thing for ETFs. Okay, now let's go back to the ETFs. Let's say SMH. Okay, I will show you kind of a few tricks how to work with them. Okay, now you see we go back on the right side, and then you see the SMH holdings, right? So Texas Instruments, analog devices, TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, and all other. Okay. Then you want to see more details about that list. What you can do with this is with one click of a button, you can view all these tickers in Screener with more details. You click here, you see I'm clicking right here. You click here, and now we're getting another screen, and now we see that all the calculation. Now that list of SMH right here, you can add, you can remove, whatever you want to do. But now I see recommendations for the list. Okay, this is the entire list of this ETF. This is a holdings, and now we're giving you the full analysis of every holding. The same thing. This is a mid-range recommendation. This is end of day. Okay, and you can again move that list anywhere you want. How to do that? Okay, so I have a 24. Let's assume I want to continually have. Now I have 24, right? So let's see, I want to do the following. I want to select them. You see, as soon as you select it, there is this blue bar, okay? Now you can move all selected holdings of ETFs and see if you have anything. Let's say you have, want to analyze trends. We want to get patterns or real-time patterns. You already know a little bit about our module of real-time patterns. I'm clicking here. In one click, I'm getting all patterns for that list, okay? So you see, this is all patterns for all time frames. You see, all time frames meaning the size of the candle. It's a 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So now I can focus on a particular ideas which been generated with 1 or 2 clicks, okay? So you have a feed of all these clicks right here. You have like your own engine, and you can unclick them and then whatever, select whatever you want and then analyze that, okay? Okay. So now let's go back to the the screener. To get to the screener independently, see, I've got to the screener with one click of a button, right? But you can get here, obviously, from a button screener home, okay? So let me now talk a little bit about the screener. So you see the default here stocks. I'm selecting now asset class of ETFs. Now I have all kinds of ETFs, you see, and I have a small slide, and that's where I showed you. It could be bonds, commodity. This is a very rudimentary list comparing what we have. Okay, so let me see where I am. Yeah, you see, this is ETFs, and you see how many commodity, 97, right? So let's assume I want to analyze only commodities, okay? Yeah, click here. Now I'm selecting only commodities right here, okay? And you see buy, and that means this is a hold. So some of them buy, some of them sell. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sort them by, you see, some of them buy, some of them on the bottom are gonna be sell, okay, you see? I'm clicking now, I'm kind of restructuring them. Okay, what I can do also to analyze that, I can do by the fundamentals, okay? Let's say daily volume or whatever in percentages, okay? So you see, this is a pretty big. You see silver right now being traded really well. So you can do quite a lot of analysis. So USO, it's oil, right? You see it keeps moving up, okay? Well, you can say, okay, I like USO, I like silver, right? What you do, you see here these bells, okay? And then you click here, okay? And let's say, get me the particular price. Let's look at what I have. You saw it's 74. Let's say I'm gonna wait a little bit, I'm gonna retreat, and I'm gonna buy or silver when it's gonna go above. So let's say I'm gonna show you example silver. It's ETF, right? And what I'm gonna do, give me when it is 25. Okay, 25. Save. Again, now you see it's yellow, so that means it is right here, and you can say, okay, in order to view that, you view it here. No, the answer is not, actually. His answer is as follows. Silver supposed to get to your home watch list. Let's check it. Okay, bam, silver is here, you see? So making some notes in one place, you're actually getting really kind of nice, convenient way to get that to your main watch list, okay? So what else? So I'm analyzing, you see, commodities, because I like commodities now with these troubles everywhere. And you see, they're all moving really well. Yeah, I can do like, let's say, buy. And I'm kind of, what I can do now, I can create a filter. What I'm going to do to create a filter, it's a fundamental and technical analysis, okay, or fundamentals, net assets. I'm going to say, okay, give me the large omega type of ETFs. Okay, now I have only 16 very big ETFs, and you see they're moving really well. And then you see, in order to view that filter, you see here sorted by sell, mega type of ETFs, and you see, and it's still commodities. So that means what I did with creation of that filter, I extracted 16 mega size, which are 1 billion and more, commodities type of ETFs. You see how well they're all moving with the troubles, okay? And then what I can do, so I have 16, I click here again, I select all of them. You see this blue bar is activated, and I'm creating a watch list, okay? But I'm gonna click here and add new, and then I'm gonna type, today is what? 3/3/22 ETFs, commodities, okay? So enter. Now I created my watch list, let's say for tomorrow, for trading, for instance, right? And okay, so from some kind of considerations, I come up with the trading strategy for tomorrow, maybe buy this type of ETFs. I created watch list. I can come tomorrow, extract that watch list, okay? So for instance, I can come, let's say, let's do as if we are tomorrow, want to trade that and place a trade. I'm here, okay? Now my watch list, okay, click here. And then what I have to find is what I did, if you remember, 3/3, right? So what 3/3, okay? I click here, boom. I'm now getting my watch list, which I created like yesterday. I mean, like today, but I'm yesterday, right? So, okay, I'm looking at all of them and saying, okay, they're all big ETFs. Things are moving well. And then if I want to trade like some patterns or trends, I again can activate this. I can extract all of them. You see, now I have all of them, 16. Okay. Now, what I can do, I can find either patterns or I can create a scanner, kind of watch intraday data on ETFs. And I can keep creating these screens, but I can look at the trend prediction engine. Okay, so this is an AI-based trend prediction engines. You see, I transferred all of them. You see, gold, whatever, silver, oil, okay? And now I'm looking at these trends already calculated with the use of AI. I'm not looking for patterns, I'm looking for trends, okay? And now I have these opportunities, all of them, and then I can, from that point, I can also see all of them are activated. What I can do, I can create for me tomorrow, as if I tried in tomorrow, like a scanner, okay? So what the difference between screen and scanner, it gives you like an intraday data for every ETF, which is going to be moving tomorrow. This is already 1 day, which was over today, right? So how these ETFs behaved, okay? And you have quite a lot of interesting stuff. what was 1 day change, and what's the 1 week volatility, and then things like that, okay? You see, because I just created this list today, you see, it is a P&L, profit and loss, from what? March 3rd, 2022. So that watch list is going to show me my guessing game. Let's say in a week, in a month, if I keep this watch list, I'm going to know if my guess was good and how well I did it. So with 1 click, I'm creating pretty much a portfolio, which allows me to view what's going on, okay? So there's a lot of interesting capabilities we created for you guys to use. Okay, now it is like a lot of manual work, but we also have, let's see if I'm on track. Let's see if I'm on track. So you see what I covered: basics, holdings, watch list. I showed enough. Free trade signals. I showed you. Actually, maybe I didn't. You see what I can do out of here. I didn't show you free trade signals. Free trade signals. This is like on a Facebook interesting concept of ideas which we give for free. Well, actually, the same ideas we're publishing in stock tweets and then Twitter. So here it is default stocks. I'm going to do ETFs and remove stocks. Again, click. So now I have free trade signals for ETFs. Now, what we do, whatever we publish outside of the outside sources, you see this type of ideas based on 1 indicator. Okay, so the difference between 1 indicator and then overall analysis is that you kind of maybe been taught if a technical analysis, 1 indicator says buy, you buy. But we don't think so, okay? What we think that you have to look at all kinds of indicators. But if you like 1 indicator, then it's still good to go. You just can't really view. Let's see what's going on here. You see this trend, a particular trend, and then it says 90% is going to continue trend. What you can do is to read about that. You can do 2 ways, okay? So what we do backtesting. So all of these ideas are already backtested. If you read it here, we found what? Let's see, this one. So how many? 72 cases. And out of 77, they are going to go down. So that means, you see, we kind of give you the data. We found momentum signal, right? Momentum indicator. So what we did, we went back to the history and then discovered the 77 similar cases. 72 of them went down from the similar position, okay? And we're giving you the back-tested data already. You don't need to do anything, okay? But if you want to read more, you click here, okay? And now this is a real article with analysis from from all kinds of different perspectives. So for instance, we're giving you data on what's going on with RSI, not only momentum, but this is an entire article, okay? Where we analyzing from different perspectives, from different indicators. Okay, we're giving some fundamental data, analyzing the volume pricing, volume and pricing, and patterns and trends and everything. Okay, so that's entire article you can watch. And then again, you see that button, set up signals. Okay, you click here and you see the same page with a click, show me when it is buy signal, and then save. And now this ETFs is going to be where? In my home watch list, okay? So now it's recorded, I'm not gonna lose it, and I don't need to do anything, okay? But you see, on the right side, we always give all kinds of interesting information because of the materials. There are all kinds of interesting other ETFs which you can look at. Okay, from international perspective, from bear market perspective, all kinds of perspective. there's a lot of interesting data. Okay. Okay, so I got a question. Is that the backtested data from the day one of the signal, or is that from its 10 days later, 90% from 10 days later? It is actually from all data we have, because that backtested data is actually from information of end of day. So we take all the data we have and test and find the similar cases, okay? We find it for all similar cases, and it is not intraday, okay? So whatever free, it is not intraday, it's end of day. Let's say we have 5 years of data, we analyze for 5 years. We have 10 years of data, we analyze 10. So these ETFs come and go, and then we analyze whatever data we buy from Morningstar, and then analyze that. And every night we have like billions of calculations made, and then put here either in the screener or somewhere else. Okay, let me give, okay, I have 10 minutes, and then Zoom is going to shut us down. I will quickly show you, I actually yeah, let me do it that. So I'm going to show you robots. Okay, so difference between robots and other tools is that we have like a fully automated trading. Okay, and then we are gonna be connecting this fully automated trading to the brokerage accounts, but right now we're testing them on their paper trades. Okay, so let's go to, for instance, here, view details. Okay, you see, this is a description of a robot for ETFs. Okay, it says long positions only. So what it does, it says, okay, it takes 23 selected ETFs and trades them with all kinds of ideas. So this is a risk management engine, which we have, and that doesn't take anything else. And then what it has that data, okay? So this is the profit line for this type of a robot, and then all kinds of statistics. So annualized P&L, profit and loss, 46% annualized, okay? And then here's all kinds of interesting things. Like, for instance, average duration is 2 days. Signals which we send, it's actually, if you click here, it's a closed trade. So that means robot already exited, but you see it shows you when it bought and when it sold and what is the profit, okay? So that means we give you exact, it's actually average profit pretty good, average loss is pretty good, good 2 to 1, and then it's making money even though it doesn't give a good probabilities, okay? So talking about the robots, you can subscribe and then get the signal to the either email or notification in a mobile app, okay? So, guys, I think we're pretty much running out of time. It's actually longer than I thought. I covered quite a lot of interesting details going through the system. And you see, I talk about screener. I briefly talk about the robots. You can figure out how to buy them. But the good thing is that one robot, if you subscribe to one robot, you get a couple of products for free, okay? And that's a good thing. Or you can build your own products, or work with the screener, use them how I showed you, but there are a lot of other ways to use it. Okay, I have a webcast specifically on the screener. I have a webcast specifically on robots. I have a lot of kind of a different webcasts. Go to the videos, go to our manuals and read them, okay? Do you have any other questions, guys? I think I have to finish it. Otherwise, I'm going to be interrupted by Zoom, which is set up for the 1 hour. Okay, that's one question. I'm on trial RTP, most likely. I'm trying to sign up for early subscription, but I cannot seem to do it. Oops. Okay. It should be working, but it's a good comment, and I will pass it on people. It should be working. So send me Send to customer support that request that they're going to fix it. If you cannot do it, then it's a good feedback. Thank you. What else? Tried a couple of times. Yeah, I will definitely. You know what? I'm gonna make a print screen and then send them that complaint. Thank you. What else? That's all right. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, there are actually courses, there are one-on-one lessons, there's a lot of support for you, and then good luck. Try it for free. Try paper trades. It's a good and really simple way to test the technology, okay? Thank you and goodbye.